Hey everybody, welcome to Thursday. It is Thursday. I am wearing the same shirt that I've worn all week long. That's because I filmed all these segments all together. Enough of that. Let's move on. Headlines. Why is it so difficult to finish my work? I guess that could have something to do with it. All right, garlic bread grilled cheese. I'm listening. That could be really good. That's probably just really good. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. All right, a 2,000-year-old mummy was found dumped in the trash in Yemen, another country, with its insides ripped out. Officials say they are looking for this man. Seen him? Let him know. All right, moving right along. It is Thursday. We do a lot of independent living stuff on Thursday, and we do the Calamity Cooking Workshop on YouTube at 1 o'clock. Now, we've done some cool things. We've seen some really neat stuff, and I gotta say, last week's fish tacos, I did not try them, but they smelled delicious. They looked good, and that was very easy. I really thought that was gonna take a lot longer than it did, but that took, I mean, honestly, start to finish, and if Clayton hadn't talked so much, it probably would have only taken about 15 minutes to make that really fancy, nice looking. The presentation was great. Nice job on the presentation. But the presentation, the smell, the taste, everybody loved them. Really good. 15 minutes to make that meal. That's 15 minutes, and it wasn't very expensive either. It's under 20 bucks. I mean, it fed quite a few folks. Hey, it's a good way to go. So, I think it's important to understand a couple things. One, in your aspiring to be independent, as we all do at times, it's very important to learn how to cook. Basic things. Now, there's a lot of jokes about me and cooking. However, I do know how to cook. It's just mostly stuff that I can control a lot easier. If there's lots of ingredients and all this other stuff, throw something on the barbecue, I gotcha. Throw something that's prepackaged in the oven, I gotcha. Throw something in the microwave that's prepackaged, I gotcha. Peanut butter and jelly, I also gotcha. Grilled cheese, I also gotcha. But yeah, lots of ingredients, starts to slow me down, and I get too particular and I screw things up. So, don't mess with all that if you don't have to. That was a very easy, simple recipe, didn't require much stuff, and there's lots of stuff out there. And don't forget, we got this cool culinary class at MJC that we've been talking about that is teaches you, how to work in a kitchen and stuff like that. This isn't going to teach you necessarily how to cook yourself a nice lunch or a nice dinner, but it gives you some great skills of just working in a kitchen, using different utensils, what they're for, different things like that, getting comfortable in the kitchen, and you get some employment skill along the way. So, not only are you learning some skills that can help you with your independence in the kitchen, cooking your own meals, but also get you maybe a job somewhere. So check this out. You can talk to Gabrielle. She can help you in the process of getting signed up. There is a cost. It's $500, kind of pricey, but that doesn't mean you're out of the running. Okay? Doesn't mean you're out of the running for it. So check with Gabrielle if you're interested in this. It's really, really cool. It is the first time. This is a pilot program. Space is limited. There's only 20 slots. Only 20 people will be able to do this, so you need to get in line. All right? All right. Very good. Okay. Lots of cool independent stuff. I encourage everybody to, if you're interested, maybe not just in the culinary stuff, ask Gabrielle and Clayton about some cooking things. Maybe you want to learn some different stuff. We've been doing that. We've been taking people in the kitchen. We've been doing some trainings in there on different skills and cooking different things using the air fryer, right? We made some air fryer grilled cheese and various different things. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, hey, we can help out with that. All right, let's move on with the day because we got cool stuff coming up. Let's start out with what's going on in the neighborhood. The weather's been so crappy, and it's going to be crappy again. But that doesn't mean things aren't going on. So Gabrielle, tell us what's going on around here.
George, thank you so much for visiting us here in Modesto.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Thursday. Thursday, 16. Down the slope we go to St. Patty's Day tomorrow and the weekend. Whenever there's a holiday, lots of things carry over for the weekend. And that's what's happening around town everywhere. If you're into a pub crawl and you drink and you want to, that's exactly what they mean, crawl. Sometimes people drink too much and they're crawling to the next place. That's what they call it, a pub crawl. Lots of those going on. Tomorrow night, the 17th, tomorrow evening at the McHenry Mansion, they're having a St. Patty's Day party there. You can get on the website and look for tickets and stuff. As long as weather's permitting, it's going to be outside in the garden. How cool is that? They're going to have games and food and music and all kinds of stuff. Now, if it happens to rain, they say it's going to be moved into the basement of the McHenry Mansion. That would be cool. I wonder if they can project onto it like they do in some buildings. They can make it green. That would be cool, huh? That might be something to look at. That's going on. Lots of other festivities going on in the city in the weekend for St. Patty's Day. The State Theater is having the Battle of the Bands. That's always kind of cool to go check out. But wherever you are in your area, I'm sure there's something St. Patty's Day is going on.
Yeah, I heard though that the Battle of the Bands at the State Theater.
Yes.
Rocker Bob was going to try to enter that.
Real? Wait, you said try. What happened?
Well, because even though the Battle of the Bands is kind of free to anybody, he's really not very good.
Oh, well, that's, I think, a personal opinion.
Oh, so you're into his music. If he's watching this, he's going to want to start showing up again.
Oh, great. I'd love to see him. It's been a really long time.
This is why we can't be friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. It does make a good point. You know, music, like art is an eye of the beholder. Music is in the ear of the beholder. So,
speak for yourself.
Hey, you know, I really did enjoy his adventures when he was, you know, off trekking and finding his music loves. And
yeah, it was great when he was hundreds of miles away doing his own thing. It was great.
There you go, in weird little places, out in marshlands, looking, you know, and then had St. Carl to look for him too. So, yeah, I mean, there are things that we do miss.
So we're killing two
Birds with one stone. We're gonna get rid of Carl, and he may find Rocker Bob in some cool Irish pub somewhere, just rocking out. I could see him now. What do you think? Rocker Bob with a Guinness and a leprechaun hat instead. I can see it. I totally can see it. Everybody's starting envisioning that now. But those are things that are going on. You never know what's going to go on St. Patty's Day weekend. So, you know, get out of your hobble and go take a look. Have a great day.
See, still stuff to do in spite of all the weather, all right? Let's go back in the bearded past, Zach.
Hey you guys, how you doing today? It's Thursday it is. Thursday it is. We're a day away. We got our Friday coming up, and then, you know, hey, good stuff, right, you guys? The weekend's upon us. The weekend is upon us. But let's go back to the bearded past with Zach. And let's look at a little history today. In 1916, the 7th and 10th U.S. Cavalry Regiments under John J. Pershing, eventually the Allied commander during World War I, the commander of the American forces in France, about 2 years later in World War I, they crossed the U.S.-Mexico border to join the hunt for Pancho Villa. Little history here, I actually have pictures of my grandpa loading up the trains as they were getting ready to head down to the Mexican border. My grandpa was a part of that force that went down there to protect our borders from Pancho Villa coming in and doing the raids that he was doing. Very interesting, very, very interesting stuff. You have, we have 1945, the Battle of Iwo Jima ends. This was this battle here, you guys, Iwo Jima. Now, for a lot of you, we think of Iwo Jima and we think of the guys raising the flag up, okay? Just so you know, that was staged, all right? Seriously, they did it 2 times, and they staged it. Really good movie, Flags of Our Fathers, Clint Eastwood movie, and actually the other parts of that movie, oh man, I can't think of it right now, but there's 2 parts of that movie, both really good movies, well done movies about Iwo Jima. Iwo Jima, not only did the United States Marines eventually win, and won the Battle of Iwo Jima, but even afterwards, the small pockets of Japanese resistance, you gotta understand the Japanese were taught that the Americans were such horrible people, it was better to die than to be captive, all right? So they would hide off in these small pockets and fight till the end. Another thing about Iwo Jima, after the Battle of Iwo Jima, the United States of America determined that it would be best to use the atom bombs because the resistance the Japanese put up just for that small island, they can only imagine how much resistance would be put up if we invaded the mainland of Japan. And we had already put plans in place to do so, but we were looking at potentially the costly of millions of lives being lost just to invade that. So unfortunately, the world took a different turn and we opened up the nuclear age. So, it's interesting how history and one small focus of something can open up all these other, in this case, a lot of evils here. So guys, read your history, enjoy your history, and man, pay attention. It truly repeats itself, you guys.
All right, everybody, that is Thursday. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you 1 o'clock on YouTube for Calamity Cooking Workshop, where who knows who will be cooking, and who knows what they'll be cooking, and who knows what calamity will be ensuing. There.